Right. I think we can begin. Right. Apologize in advance if I seems like just had a lot of work meetings today. So if may just to give a little heads up that at some point I might not do not make sense anymore. But if we get to that point, just let it flow with your body. That's how I usually when I practice my yoga. And when I don't know what to do, I just like let it out and just let my body guide it through it. So for today's practice, come start in Sukhasana, cross-legged seated. And I do suggest you prop yourself onto like a blanket or couch pillow. Especially you tend to be a person who's always sitting on a chair and leaning toward the back. So by propping us onto some padding, we're making sure we're sitting our spine upright. And once you're ready, rest your hands on the thigh bones or on top of the knees with palms facing down. Relax the shoulders. Release them toward the ground. And cast your gaze down onto the ground. You can find a steady point for you to focus on. And allow the eyelids getting heavy. And if you like to, perhaps eyes fully closed. When your eyes chose to close, just notice if there's anything that tensing up. If they are, take a deeper breath in. And exhale, let everything release. See if a little bit more of that tension goes away. And continue to breathe like that. And just like the sound of breathing getting more and more audible to you. It's almost like the sound of the waves. And imagine you're riding those waves. No pushing, no controlling, simply riding it. And if you like to, you can do a quick scan of your body from fingertips to the shoulders, to the crown of the head, to other side of fingertips, to the toes. And I would not provide too much for guidance today for that meditation, so you can sit with your own practice today. And sometimes without a guidance, we do tend to get distracted more easily, so be gentle on yourself. If you find your mind wandered around, wandered away, simply bring your breath to be audible to you again. Meditation is hard. That's why we practice. And I'll stay quiet for a bit. You're totally welcome to stay in this open meditation for longer if you like to. But if you like to come out, finish the last couple rounds of wave, and start bringing your attention back to center. And we'll take one big breath in together, sending all the way to the crown of the head, through the spine, sitting down through the sit bones. Next, so without collapsing our torso, let everything out. And gather hand in front of the heart. Next, so let everything out. And bow the head toward the heart. If your eyes are closed, slowly blink open. You can extend the legs forward and just to give some nice shake. You can also just bring the feet as wide as a mat and rock the knees together and gently release the knees to one side and move to the other side. Just invite some space in the hip socket. And you can also always throw in a reverse table or bridge. But when you're ready, come back, sit on the whatever padding you're sitting on, and extend the left leg out. Bring the right foot into the left inner thigh. And frame the left leg using the hands and sit tall through the spine. Press the right sit bone and the right thigh bone into the ground. pull the left toes, flex the left foot, pull the left toes towards you. Sit tall first, then start slowly walk your hands towards your left foot. But keep the spine relatively straight until your hands cannot walk forward anymore. Then option to release your chest toward the left leg. I have very tight hamstrings, so this is where I'm gonna stay. But if you're naturally very flexible and if you like to walk your hand first, you can always bring a block to be in front of the sole of your left foot, and you can hold the block with the hands. Still imagining you're shooting the spine out of your pelvis. Long breath in and long breath out. Release the chest down. Imagine both sides of the waist are growing, even though we're not really in a stretching yet. And bring the left hand inside of the left leg. Extend your right arm by the right ear and side bend toward the left leg, but don't forget to flex the left foot. Turn the chest to the right side, all the way toward the sky. Your right hand may or may not touch the left foot. For me, it's still early stage, but imagine your right hand is reaching toward that left foot. And here you should feel a strong stretch of the right side of your body. Take a long breath in. Exhale, let everything out. Big inhale, come all the way up. And bring the right hand behind you and swing the left hand above your left ear and press your pelvis up. Big inhale. Exhale, sit back down. Inhale, right arm up by the right ear. And exhale, side bend toward the left leg, and we'll pause in between those two places. Inhale, come up. Reach the left hand above by the left ear. And exhale, press the pelvis up. Left arm by the left ear. Exhale, release down, and release all the way to the left leg. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, press into similar to supported plank, side plank. Inhale, sit down, right arm by the right ear. Exhale, side bend to the left leg. Last round, don't forget to flex the left foot. Press the pelvis up. And last time, come up. We'll extend both legs out and shake the legs. You can go back to the windshield wiper knee side to side again. You can also come into a reverse table or bridge pose just to reopen the front hip space that has been compressed. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side. Now, come to the side so you can see me better. Extend your right leg out. Left foot to the right inner thigh. Flex your right foot. Pull the right toes towards you first. And making sure both sides of your sit bones are pressing into the ground. Frame the right knee with the hands. Sit tall through the spine first. Then start slowly walk the hands toward the right foot until you cannot walk further anymore. Lengthen through the spine. And exhale, you can release your chest toward the right leg. I encourage you to engage the right leg and the left foot, flex the left foot perhaps, and press it into the right inner thigh. Keep the right foot flexed. Keep turning your chest toward the right leg. Depend on your anatomy, your body might tend to be more in side bend, tend to be more over twisting. But do try to face your chest toward the right leg for now. And we'll move into side bend by bringing the right hand inside of right leg, left arm by the left ear, and turn your chest toward the left side, all the way toward the sky. This is where we start. Take a big inhale, reach the left hand toward the right toes. Let the left side body grow. Exhale, release the spine toward the right leg. A long inhale, sit up. And this time, bring the right arm by the right ear. Exhale, press the pelvis up. Come up onto the left knee. Bring the right arm by the right ear. Inhale, sit back down. Bring the left arm by the left ear. And exhale, side bend to the right leg. Reach the left hand toward the right toes. Turn the chest up. Come back up on the inhale. Right arm by the right ear. And exhale, press the pelvis up. And we flow in between on your own breathing pace. Next time when you're in side bend to the right leg, stay one more breath there. On a big curl, come back up. Same as the other side, you can come back into a windshield wipers side to side. And also come into a reverse table or bridge pose. And once you're ready, flip over, come into table. If you have a thin mat, make sure you pad something underneath your knees. And stand on all fours. Hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Neutralize the spine first, pressing into the palms and the top of the leg. Inhale, lower the belly, pull the chest forward, cow pose. And exhale, pressing strongly into the palms, round your back, pressing into the top of the feet. And we'll move in between cow and cat for a couple of rounds. And of course, you can reverse the rhythm of the breathing in and breathing out with the posture to see how it feels like. And if you like to add some wrist stretch, you can bring the palms, turn it around, so fingertips pointing toward the knees. You can also bring the fingertips pointing outside. Take your time. You can add any other kind of movement that you want to integrate into this cow and cat. This is a part of the flow. You can be creative and you can own your practice. When you're ready, come back to neutral. Extend your left leg back. Rock back and forth through the left heel. Then spin down your left heel, extend your left arm up into a supported side plank. Option to bring the right leg out to give it a little bit more support by creating a roughly triangle. Raise the left hand up, compressing into the right hand. Pressing into the left foot, imagine someone stepping onto your left foot. Take a big breath in. Next, come rise all the way up into a gate pose. Flip your right palm, reverse. Side bend to the left leg. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release the right hand down, and left hand up. And this time, option to lift your left leg up, hugging in your right outer hip. So you're stabilizing your foundation. Imagine your left foot is stepping onto the wall by flexing your left foot. Release the left foot down if it's lifted, and side bend the left leg. We'll flow in between those two places. Come back into a supported side plank. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, side bend the left leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release down. Left arm, option to be by left ear. Last time like that. Side bend to the left leg. Come back up. Turn your left foot, left toes toward the back of the mat. So we're kind of in a warrior two with the left leg bend. Option to stay here. Option to bring the pelvis down close to the left heel. Then straighten the left leg. Press the sole of the left foot into the ground. Press the back of the left knee down toward the ground. Then release it down. Come back up. Keep both arms floated. Move with the pace of your breath. Last time when you back up, release your right hand down, left arm up. Bring the left arm by the left ear. You can stay here one last little bit in on this side. Float up the left foot if you like to. We're gonna add some crunches here. Hug in the right outer hip in first, so you're ensuring you have a steady foundation before you do any movement. Then draw the left knee into the chest and left elbow towards it. Inhale, extend both limbs out. Exhale, left elbow toward the left knee. Extend both of them out. One more time like that, and I'll leave you on your own. Twice more like that on your own. Keep noticing if your right outer hip is still hugging in. Next time when both limbs are out, release your left hand down. Turn your right leg back to center. Release your left knee down. Walk your hands, one hand pointing forward. You shift your shoulders over and bend to the elbows. Release your chest down. Tuck the elbows in, lift the chest up. Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Exhale, release down. One more time like that. Pressing into the palm of the feet, pressing into the palm. Lift your chest up. Option to straighten the both arms. Option to lift your pelvis and knees off from the ground into upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And roll your tailbones up into downward facing dog. Adha Mukha Svanasana. And because this is the first down dog of our practice tonight, take some time to bend through one leg and another. And also choose to rock forward into a high plank, then push back to downward facing dog. Focusing on distributing weight into the fingertips, the corners of the palms evenly first. And turn the biceps forward. You bring the crease of the elbows toward the front. Move the shoulders away from the ears so you're keeping some spaciousness over there. If all of those means you have to keep your legs bent, keep your legs bent. And pressing into the palm so you can send your tailbones all the way up toward the sky. And once you achieved all of those, you can release the heels toward the ground. And if this is not an appropriate place for you to rest to recalibrate your practice, you can always bring the knees down into a child pose or table. But for some of our flows tonight, this will be the place we come back to our practice. Rock forward into a high plank. And release the knees downward to the other side. Extend the right leg back and rock back and forth, still pressing through the right heel. And shift the shoulders beyond the hands. And press through the right heel toward the back. Next time when you're back to center, spin down your right heel. We've been to this before, so you know if you want to get more support, you can shift your left foot to the left side, right arm up. Option to stay here, option to bring the right arm by the right ear. And on this side, you already know that you have the option to lift up the right leg. If you chose to do so, flex the right foot. Imagine your right foot as stepping onto the wall in the back of this mat. Then step down the right foot if it's lifted. And then come all the way up into a gate pose. Take a big inhale. Exhale, right hand on the right leg, side bend to the right side, left arm by the left ear. And we'll flow in between. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left hand down. Option to right arm by the right ear. Option to raise your right leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, side bend in the gate pose. And flow on the pace of your own breath. Next time when you're back into gate pose, turn your right foot toward the back, bend into the right leg. So you're in the supported warrior 2 with the right leg bent. Gaze over the right hand. Imagine your left hand is floating just as high. Fingertips of both hands going toward the opposite direction. Then release your pelvis toward the right heel. And come back up, straight in the right leg. Keep the ball of the right foot, the toes on the ground though. And release your pelvis forward and down. Come back up. Keep the left hip engaged. Last time like that. Release your left hand down. Right arm by the right ear. Option 2. Raise the right leg. Take a big inhale. Your right hand is reaching toward the front. Your right heel is reaching toward the back. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, right elbow towards it. Inhale, reopen that connection. Exhale, draw them together in front of you. Inhale, last time together. And send it out 2 more rounds on your own with a focus on the left hip. Then release your right hand down, bring the right knee down, sling your left knee back. Walk your hands, one hand point forward, shift your shoulders toward the front, bend through the elbows. Option to pause halfway this time and inhale, pull the chest forward. An option to lift your knees, your pelvis off on the ground into upward facing dog. Exhale, we all meet in downward facing dog. This is another opportunity to practice how to be in a downward facing dog without sacrificing the integrity of your practice. Notice if you're still breathing. Notice if there's still spaciousness between your shoulder and your neck. In the bottom of the next exhale, step by step, or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Rise on empty. Arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hand to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand grab the right wrist, side bend to the left side. Come back up. Right hand grab the left wrist, side bend to the right. Keep standing strong to both legs. Come back up. Then exhale, hand to heart center. We'll move to some moon salute today, but if there's any other kind of salute that you'd like to stick to, can be sun salute A or sun salute B, please go for it. And I'll guide you to 2 rounds of moon salute before I send you onto your own. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Release the left knee down. Both arms by the ears, low lunge. Bring the hands down, framing the right foot. Step the right foot back. Bend to the elbows. Release down. Inhale, chest forward. It can be in a Bhujangasana, upward facing dog, or a cow pose if you chose to be. Exhale, push the tailbones up. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the left foot to the left thumb. Release your right knee down. Raise up arms. Anjaneyasana. And the hands down. Step the right foot to meet with the left. Fold over and rise all the way up. Exhale, hand to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back and release the right knee down. Inhale, raise up the arms by the ears. Exhale, framing the left foot, step the left foot back. Pressing into the palms, take a big inhale. Exhale, bend through the elbows, you can release all the way down to the ground. You can also halfway. Then on the inhale, chest forward into a Bhujangasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, tailbones up. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot to right thumb, release the left knee down. Raise up the arms and hands down. Step the left foot to meet with the right. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hand through heart center. One more round together on each side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, step the left foot back. Release the left knee down. Raise up the arms, Anjaneyasana. Hands down. Step into a high plank. Bend to the elbows. Come into back bend of your choice. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Step the left foot to left arm. Release the right knee down. Arms up. Hands down. Step the right foot to meet with the left. Fold over the legs and rise all the way up. Hand through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step the right foot back, release the right knee down. Rise up the arms. Hands down. Step the left foot back. Bend through the elbows. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, press the tailbones up, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the right foot back to the front. Release the left knee down. Raise up the arms. Both hands down. Step the left foot. Meet with the right. Rise all the way up. And exhale, hand through heart center. 2 more rounds on your own if you like to continue. If you do not, you can come into a child pose or come into a yoga squat. And now be quiet so you can cultivate ownership of your practice. If you're still flowing, take your time. If you were in child pose or malasana, slowly bring yourself to the front of the mat into a standing. If you arrived early, you can bring yourself into that brief, intentional Tadasana. And while everyone else is moving towards here. Once you arrive at the top of the mat, slowly open the eyes in the intentional Tadasana. Bring the right, standing strong to the left leg, and hug the left outer hip in. And bring the right heel onto the left shin. And keep the right knee open to the right side. You can stay here. But if you like to bring the right leg up to the left calf or above the left knee to the left inner thigh and to a tree pose, you can certainly do so. But if you need some support, you can bring yourself close to the wall so you can rest your left hand onto the wall and keep the right knee open. Press the bottom of the right foot into the left leg, and same thing the other way as well. Your left thigh bone is pressing into the bottom of the right foot. So you use that kind of resistance to support the rest of your body standing upright. Bring the palms close to each other or together in front of the heart. Find a steady point for you to focus on. And this is the first time you practice a tree pose. I suggest you start with something on the ground that's not moving. And if you like to, option to raise your prayer above the head so you can grow the size of your body. Big inhale, reaching through the fingertips toward the sky. And pressing into the left foot. One more big inhale. And exhale, slowly bring the prayer down. Step the right foot down and take a big step with your left foot to the back. Bend down your left heel. Bend into the right knee. Your right knee is moving towards the direction of the right pinky toe and open the arms. Gaze over the right fingertips and imagine you're floating your left hand just as high into a warrior two. Hug both hips toward the center. Flip your right palm. Exhale, reverse. Left hand on the left leg. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Now exhale, right elbow rest on the top of the right thigh and left arm by the left ear. Side angle. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Exhale, straighten the right leg, side bend to the left. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, right elbow on top of the right thigh, left arm by the left ear. You can also release your right hand all the way to be inside of your right foot. And we'll flow in between. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, Warrior Two. Exhale, side angle, left arm by the left ear. Inhale, rise up. So every exhale, you are stretching one side of your body. Move with your own pace of breath. When you're back into reverse warrior, step your left foot slightly in, come back up. Reach your right hand toward the front. And release your right hand down all the way to your right shin, right ankle, or on the ground. If you have a block, you can certainly bring a block inside of the right leg. Left arm up into Trikonasana, triangle pose. If it's compressing, you can certainly just remove the block. Reach left hand high, hug the right outer hip in. And bend into your right leg. And walk yourself to the back of the mat, straighten the right leg, pull the right toes towards you. And we'll shift in between Skandasana, bend into the right leg, straighten the left. And on the pace of your breath, moving side to side. Next time when you're in the center, parallel the feet and fold over. Let the back of the legs open. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Hands on the hips and rise all the way up. And bend through the legs into Warrior Two. For Warrior Two, you can stay here. We're going to move towards half moon. So bring your right hand onto the ground, away from the right pinky toe. You can bring the right hand on the block if you feel like you need that support. Then standing strong through the right leg. And bring the left leg up. Left arm up. Tuck the right outer hip in. And imagine the wall in the back of the mat that you're stomping your left foot onto it. Release your left foot down. And come into a yoga squat. Slide a block underneath your sit bones if that works better for you. And bring the palms together. If this does not help much with releasing the tension in the back of the legs, you can come into a high squat. Bring the blocks the tallest away and just rest your hand or your elbows on top of the blocks. When you're ready, we'll do the other side. Come to the top of the mat. I'm moving to the back of the mat so I can show this side as well. But you can stay on the top of your mat. Standing strong to the right leg. Rest the left heel to the right shin. Tuck the right outer hip in. And open the left knee to the side. Different sides are very different. So if you feel sketchy about standing on one leg, bring yourself close to the wall so you can rest your right hand on top of it. An option to move your right foot up You can always move it all the way up to the right inner thigh. Just make sure it does not rest onto the right knee. Option to gather your hands towards each other. An option to raise your prayer above the head. Let the sound of your breath come back to you so you can realign with them. On the next exhale, slowly release your prayer down. Step the left foot down and take a big step with your right foot. Bend into the left leg. Open the arms. Gaze over the left fingertips. Left knee pointing toward the left pinky toe. Flip your left palm. Reverse. Straighten the left leg. Inhale, come back into warrior two. Exhale, rest your left elbow on top of your left thigh, right arm by the right ear. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior, reverse the warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Next time, side angle, and this time option to release your left hand all the way down to the ground to be inside of your left foot. And we'll flow in between. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, right arm by the right ear, stretch the right side of the body. Rise up. Exhale, reverse. Stay close to the sound of the breath. Stay true to the pace of your breath. Next time, when you are back up from a reverse warrior, shimmy your right foot slightly in. Reach your left hand toward the front. Reverse, release your left hand onto the left shin or left ankle on the ground with a block or without a block. Right hand all the way up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Hug the left outer hip in. Turn your chest toward the right. One more big breath in. Next, so bend into both legs. Walk yourself toward the back of the mat. Bend into the right leg. Straighten the left. Pull the left toes towards you. Bend into the left. Straighten the right. Move in between. Next time when you're done with bending into the right leg, parallel the feet and fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, this time instead of release down, perhaps raise up one arm by the ear. Perhaps raise up both arms by the ear. And rise all the way up with the arms by the ear. Bend into your left leg. And open arms into warrior two. Bring the left hand outside of the left foot with or without a block. Walk the left hand all the way far away from you. Standing strong to the left leg. Float up your right leg into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Gaze on the ground. Right arm floating up. Flex the right foot. Release your right foot down and sit into a yoga squat. And we move through both sides quickly with a little bit add-on. This time, standing strong to the left leg. Find tree pose that works for you. Your right foot might be on the ground. Your right foot might be on the left inner thigh. Hands as a prayer. Option to bring the prayer up toward the sky. With a little bit add-on, this time option to grab the left wrist with the right hand and side bend to the right side for the right knee. Still standing strong to the left leg. Tuck the left hip in. Come back up. Release your right foot down. Take a big step with your left foot. Open into a warrior two. So we continue the kind of flow we did in last round with a little bit less support perhaps, but of course if you need that same support, go for it. Reverse warrior, but instead of left hand on the left leg, reach the left hand toward the front. Straighten the right leg. Come back into warrior two. And side angle, and this time instead of your right hand on the ground or right elbow on the right thigh, reach the right hand toward the back, left hand toward the front, left arm by the left ear, and we flow in between. Twice more. Next time when you're up, shimmy your left foot slightly in. Reach your right hand forward. Release your right hand down on the ground. Left hand up. You can stay in this Trikonasana triangle pose. You can also bring the left arm by the left ear. Option 2, reach the right arm by the right ear into an unsupported triangle pose. From here, you can stay here. From here, you can also option to come into an unsupported half moon. I should have demonstrated more. So this one way to come into unsupported half moon. One way is coming from a unsupported triangle pose, arms by the ears, and you stand strong to the right leg, lift the left leg up. You can also bring the both arms down first, right arm forward, then come into a half moon, then bring the left arm by the left ear, and then raise up your right arm by the right ear. So the two different kind of entrance. Feel free to try both. And release your left foot down. Come into a yoga squat or a high squat, depending on which one that works better for you when it comes to decompression. We're almost done. Do one more round. Once you're ready to float again, come up onto the top of the mat. And standing strong to the right leg, come into tree pose of your choice. If you need your hand on the wall to support it, you can keep your hands where they are. And if you like to introduce a bit side bend in this tree pose, grab the right hand with the left wrist, then grab the right wrist with the left hand, and side bend to the left side. Keep hugging the right hip in. Rise all the way back up. Release your left foot down. Take a big step with your right foot. Open arms. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, but instead of your right hand on the right foot, right leg, reach the right hand toward the front and left arm by the left ear. Come back into warrior two. Reach your left hand toward the right leg and right arm by the right ear. And we'll flow like that. Come back up. Reverse. Without support. Next time when you're up, shimmy your back foot slightly in. Reach your left hand down towards the left shin or left ankle or on the ground into Trikonasana. Option to reach your right arm by the right ear. Option to reach your left arm by the left ear. Unsupported triangle pose. And if you like to come into unsupported half moon, remember you can come directly from this triangle. You can also come into half moon first, then bring the arms up. I'm gonna work on coming in from triangle. Release your right foot down if you're in a half moon pose. We'll come into a high squat, a low squat, depending on what works for you. We'll come back down to the ground to finish up. Extend your left leg out. Right foot into your left inner thigh. Flex the left foot. Bring the left hand inside of the left leg. Right arm by the right ear. Side bend to the left side. So we're doing the same posture as we started. Notice if there's any difference. And if there's no difference that it's visible to you, it's perfectly fine. And come back up. Right hand behind you. Left arm by the left ear. Press the pelvis up. Release your pelvis down. And we'll switch sides. Right foot out. Left foot to the right inner thigh. Right hand inside of the right leg. Left arm by the left ear. Side bend. Rise all the way up. Bring the feet as wide as the mat and then rock the knees side to side, windshield wide for them. That's how we started the practice today. I'm going to do one last little bit of outer hip stretch before we close. You can come into a Sukhasana. You can stack the right foot on top of your left knee and your right knee on top of your left foot into fire log or double pigeon. And we'll switch side. When you're ready, release from whatever kind of outer hip stretch you're doing. Come down onto your back and hug the knees into the chest. Gently walk side to side or circle around on your back. Grab the outer edge of the feet, pull the knees towards the armpit. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. And once you're ready, extend the legs out. Extend the arms out. And just let the back of you sinking into the space beneath you. And if you like to, you can add a blanket on top of your pelvis. Shavasana. If ready to come out of the Shavasana, start wiggling your toes, your fingertips. And gather your hands in front of the heart. Take a long breath in. Exhale everything out. Roll yourself onto one side. Use one hand or both hands to support yourself. Come up onto a comfortable seat. If it resonates with you, get the hands one more time from the heart. Take a deep breath in together. Now exhale everything out. Bow your head towards the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. When you're ready, slowly blink open the eyes.